my channel. I am here with Talia, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit interesting, something that's very highly requested from you guys. We are going to be reacting to Minizerk fan fiction.
I'm nervous.
I mean, I've hand-picked some stories and I've had like a brief flick through, and they're pretty fucked up. So
is it Wattpad?
Yes. Okay.
Oh god.
So the first one we're going to be kind of reading through is from Astronomy,
And it's called Random.
and it's called Random Games.
It's had 15.8k reads.
Yes,
16,000 people or 16,000 reads.
they love a bit of
Oh my god.
sidemen porn. Okay, so Simon's point of view. I'm greasing already. Me and Josh were doing one of our well-known Random Games videos when we were requested on Twitter to play some game called Pussy Saga. We didn't question the name, but being honest, I am questioning it personally. We were laughing when his face turned into one of shock and his hand slapped over his mouth. I raised my eyebrow and looked over and saw the home screen of some kind of fairy with her ass in the air while she held a dildo with cum on it.
And this is, the thing is, I know this is the bit that's not even
This isn't even, no, this is innocent.
Are they gonna have sex in this?
My eyes widened and I just slapped my hands over my eyes, my innocent little eyes. Imagine this is Simon's point of view. He's like, no, help my innocent eyes. Holy fuck.
I just wanted to believe in that.
This is a sex game. He said this in a low tone. Holy fuck, this is a sex game.
That was a good Simon impression. Nice.
He said in a low tone so no one else heard us. We are definitely not uploading this. 100% no. So apparently Simon is extremely PG. Is he?
I mean,
My face widened in shock at his words. I never assumed he would want to play a sex game. Well, maybe he would want to play one if he was alone, but never if me and him were in the same room together. He has Freya to have sex with anyway. God damn! Yeah, he does.
Oh my god!
But why did I seem so sour when I thought of that? Why would I be sour that he can have sex with his girlfriend? I have been like this so much lately. Jealous of Freya.
Insert clips of my video where you like this about the phone.
Yeah, literally.
Is this gonna be better than Freya's one? This isn't better than Freya's, is it? Yeah, Freya, you hear that? Did you have to cut Freya's down? Little beady-eyed Freya, I see you.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be? She is beautiful, perfect.
This is why you picked this one!
I know you're gay and everything, but am I surprised you aren't getting the tiniest erection out of this? I mean, but I am surprised you aren't getting the tiniest erection out of this.
Tiniest? It's like, just a little bit.
Just a little one. What? I asked, before looking down at my crotch to see an erection that is forming easily. His finger trailed up and down my erection. My breath got hitched in my throat as his finger slipped up and down.
What are you making me read?
I bit down on my lip hard and tried not to bite down too hard to draw blood. His mouth lowered and I watched as it inched closer to my erection. I did not... I was incredibly insecure about my penis size. I can't just enlarge it with a snap of a finger. Magic!
And trust me, I've tried.
I saw his lips pucker up and kiss my erection through my sweatpants, making me sigh in pleasure. He smirked up at me and tugged at my sweatpants.
It's not realistic, he's wearing shorts.
That's true. That is so true.
Know your characters.
You don't know how much I want this right now. I let him pull them down as he looked at my penis. Slap at my chest. Chest! That is massive. Oh my god.
Yo, this was not my idea. Bob.
I moaned loudly out of nowhere and it looked like he was surprised too, because he froze in his spot before pulling his mouth off and snapping his eyes up to me. Camera time? No. Any louder and we will have the boys up here in no time. Be quiet if you want to come. His mouth was like a drug.
Jesus.
As he sucked, I couldn't help but moan tiny. But moan tiny? What does that mean?
But moan tiny.
Before putting my hand up to my mouth and covering my mouth so it was muffled. He didn't seem to mind that volume as he sucked harder, and I watched his hand move from his side and fondle with my balls.
Yo, this is supposed to...
I was moaning against my hand and I squeezed my eyes closed and whimpered in pleasure at the sudden wave of everything. Everything hit me at once and I realised my best friend was giving me a blowjob in my room and the camera is still rolling.
Yo, Josh just cheated on you, is that right?
Isn't it? But I don't mind. I'm entertained, guys. I'm entertained. I felt the knot in my stomach tighten as he sucked harder and I moaned a bit louder into my hand and I felt his mouth suck harder and I accidentally released in his mouth, making him gasp against me, but I heard his gulp.
Oh!
I looked down as he removed his mouth and smirked up at me. Had he just swallowed my cum?
Mine?
My cum?
Oh my
Talia.
Whose?
Mine. That was story number 1. What are your thoughts, Talia?
I mean, there are just some things that you can't unsee.
Oh, completely.
I just love how you were mentioned.
Oh.
Like, in this fantasy,
At least they were
with
nice
you.
about me.
Oh yeah, they loved you.
Let's just skip to the juicy bits
Yeah.
because
That's all we care about.
they're the jokes bits.
You don't need the setting.
Nah. From reading the preset, everyone is on a plane and all of their boys are asleep apart from Josh and Simon. How convenient.
Yeah.
He first laid his head on Josh's shoulder. Slowly, he turned his head and nibbled at his neck.
Oh, okay. I was like, I liked it out for the first bit.
Josh's eyes widened slightly. Si, what are you doing? He whispered. Biting your neck. Simon mumbled and continued.
So literal. I'm biting your neck. What am I doing?
Josh pretty much got the idea why Simon was doing this. So instead of letting Simon tease him, he was going to turn it around. He ignored Simon. Simon noticed and started to lick his neck slowly, dragging his tongue slowly from his shoulder to the bottom of his earlobe.
Shoulder?
So he was here, then he was here, then he was like...
Okay, that's a lot of...
Josh got shivers down his spine and slowly started to get hard. Cursing at himself, he simply could not control himself around this sex machine.
Oh my god!
Josh bit his lip and said, "Si, we can't." Simon smirked and groped Josh's crotch. That thing in your pants is telling me a different story, Joshy.
That's my favourite thing that's happened so far. I can just imagine Simon being like, I can't, Joshy.
Oh, stop it. He whispered teasingly in Josh's ear and chuckled. Restroom, 5 minutes. Simon then got up and walked all the way to the bathroom in the back. Josh rolled his tongue and smirked a little.
Rolled?
What do you mean? That is weird.
What is a rolled his tongue?
God, I'm hopeless. Oh, that's what he did. Oh, that's even weirder.
I'm just trying to imagine rock Josh.
Josh then got up and walked to the back and knocked on the door silently. Next thing he knew, he got pulled inside and pushed onto the toilet seat with a horny Simon on top of him.
Oh my god, Simon, get off Josh.
Simon leaned down and gave Josh a sloppy kiss, but they both
So he knows.
But they both enjoyed it, both swirling their tongues around each other's. Blech.
Swirling.
Simon started grinding on Josh, feeling something poking his bum.
Josh is doing.
And he then sucked on Simon's chest, leaving many hickeys, and Simon moaned. Fuck Josh. Josh looked up as he was sucking his nipple.
Wait, I'm only just... What are we doing?
Isn't it so weird, like, reflecting on it when we know that they are so fucking straight? Like, it's weird that, like, people fantasize about this and they come up with multiple stories about how they want to have sex with each other. Secretly, that's like a theme that I found. It's all very secretive.
That's what the whole Chaos Simon thing is.
Yeah. Simon whimpered in response as Josh started to thrust 3 of his fingers in. Josh, fuck, I don't want to come by your fingers. Josh then took out his fingers and licked them and shushing Simon gently.
I hope he's like cleaned his
You
inner
really
wear.
are horny, aren't you?
How did you know?
He chuckled, looking at the pre-cum dripping onto his asshole. Simon nodded with saliva dripping
Why is
out of
Simon
his mouth.
wiggling? Why is he? He's got to sort this out.
He's a bit messy, isn't he? Please, Josh, I don't want your dick pounding in me
No, I
now.
want.
Oh, I want you. Why did I say don't? I'm like subconsciously like, please, like
This
this
isn't
happen.
real.
I want your dick pounding in me now, he moaned. Josh pulled down his pants and boxes, letting his hard dick spring free. Boing. He teased Simon, rubbing his head on Simon's entrance. He loved to see Simon's dick throbbing.
Nicely acted. Nicely
Oh,
acted.
thank you. Simon got taken by surprise as Josh thrusts in. Josh leaned down and shoved his tongue into Simon's mouth before exploring every inch and thrusted harder into him. The toilet seat was creaking and Simon wrapped his arms around Josh's neck desperately, sticking his tongue out with watery eyes. Fuck, Si.
What is he? What do you mean sticking his tongue out with watery eyes? You know, just sound like. What? Thank you.
I can't breathe! Oh my god. Josh groaned as he kept thrusting, never looking away from Simon's half-lidded eye. I can't breathe. I actually can't breathe.
The time he's like half crying, he can't see. It sounds like he's not having a good time. Oh my god. You know what?
You know what? It's his laughter makes him from makes him from emotion. Oh my god. Oh, please! What is that?
Wait, where are we?
Simon kept moaning, commonly using harder and faster with each thrust. Josh went full speed, hitting him at his prostate.
What a sexy word. Mate,
It's so good. Simon moaned.
With his tongue out. Why is he Why is he doing that? Tell me. Oh, why is his tongue out? Have we got it wrong? Are we missing something?
Yeah. I'm gonna try that next time. Just
Or just be like, yo, I'm not being funny, but like, can
can you not?
you just be normal?
So Simon moaned with his tongue out and had his eyes rolled to the back of his head. Josh leaned down and bit his neck. Josh!
Why is he saying that? I'm
Miranda sings! Josh!
I'm coming.
Josh! Simon moaned and Josh groaned. Me too.
I'm just like, yeah, me too. He's like, "Ah."
With a few thrusts
Oh my
more,
God.
Simon came all over his stomach.
He's a bit ill.
And Josh inside of Simon. Ooh.
Oh.
They were both panting and Josh slowly pulled out, watching the cum drip out of Simon's arsehole. Josh chuckled and used two fingers to hold the sides of Simon's chin to make him look up. Simon was still making soft moans and Josh leant down to kiss him.
Wait, why do you Simon dirty with me? Jones.
Wait, that was actually way too fucking jokes. That was a good one. That was called The Mile High Club by Loki Minter. That was epic. This one's called Kinky Valentine, also by Loki Minter. She's a little minx. That's
she
all
is.
I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm assuming it's a girl. It might not be.
True.
Let's just get to the juicy bit, shall we? What is this? Josh asked, chuckling as he walked over to Simon. Your Valentine's Day present.
Your Valentine's Day present.
So Simon was blushing profusely and wriggling his bum on the bed.
Wait, so it's your Valentine's Day present. Oi, I might start reading these.
Why are you fidgeting so much? He asked. Simon bit down on his lip and turned around so that his chest was on the bed and his ass was in the air.
I've got an image of Simon.
He gave Josh a seductive look because it's slightly uncomfortable sitting on this, he said, wriggling his bum, and the towel swayed side to side. Has Simon got a towel? Wait.
Is this supposed to be?
Are they human in this?
Wait. Yeah, wait.
I'm freaked out. Okay, hang on.
Wait, where's he going to? Oh wait, that's his present. Is it like he's clearly got a strap-on tail?
Oh my god! I thought it was gonna be some
alien Minizerk porn.
Oh my god!
Woo!
Josh's eyes widened and his pants were getting tighter. He licked his upper lip and kneeled on the bed, just behind Simon. I never knew you were into those sorts of things, Josh said in a huskier voice and moved the butt plug around in Simon's arsehole.
That's how he's got the tail.
That escalated,
I
okay.
thought it was a strap. It's not.
It's not, it's a butt plug. Simon let out a little moan. You never asked. Fuck. Ah. Josh smirked and suddenly pulled it out of Simon's bum. Ah, Josh, don't put it out so suddenly.
Jesus, Josh. Have some courtesy.
Josh, Simon moaned out and Josh used his right hand to start stroking Simon's dick, which was lubricated with pre-cum.
Jesus. It's just very specific.
Simon was a moaning mess and bit the pillow to keep his voice down. It's so weird that like they see him as like a submissive.
Fully, they're like, nah, he's a bottom.
Like he just takes all the shit. Vic and JJ were still in the house. Delicious. Josh breathed out as he devoured Simon's asshole. Daddy, give it to me. I've been a naughty boy.
Simon moaned.
Simon moaned softly and shyly, since that was the first time he ever said that.
Daddy,
Daddy,
give it to
come
me.
on.
Oh my
Josh
god.
actually heard it but didn't believe Simon would say something like that. What was that? I couldn't hear you, Josh said and took his tongue away, still stroking Simon's dick. Daddy, please!
Oi, why is this his character? What? Wait, this is fully, oh my
Please
god.
fuck me. Oh, what the hell?
I'm in a bad boy.
Simon moaned out with his tongue sticking out.
Why has he always got his tongue out?
Maybe Josh makes him. Put your fucking tongue out, boy.
He's like a dog. He's literally,
literally.
Yo, I'm trying so hard to like picture it. Not that I want to, but like, I can't.
It's weird, isn't it? Josh blushed and got harder. He just couldn't wait anymore. He flipped Simon over and walked over to the front of the bed where Simon's head was. He pulled down his pants and let his dick spring free.
Wait, just out of curiosity, where are they in your head? Like, whose room?
I was just thinking of like blue bed sheets. No one's room in specific, not gonna lie.
Really interesting.
Whose room are you in? Simon?
Yeah.
He held it in front of Simon's face, signalling Simon to suck it. Simon immediately took it out of his mouth and Josh groaned.
Took it in his mouth
And Josh groaned. He's sucking really hard and it feels so fucking good, Josh thought, and started thrusting it into Simon's mouth, making him gag.
Go on, Josh.
Right, Josh is literally so dominated. Simon was rolling his tongue around the head and moaning as he did, sending vibrations through Josh's dick, making him harder and hornier. Josh then pulled it out of his mouth, leaving a trail of saliva, and walked over to Simon's arse, positioning himself at his entrance. Okay, so let's just play a game. What do you think happens next, Talia?
Oh, a little part of me.
Just a little part.
I think he's gonna go, do you know what? Let's go out for dinner. They're gonna go for a nice Italian, some candles, some rose petals.
Just kind of like set the scene, the mood.
Do you know what I mean? That's where I think it's leading.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Maybe cinema.
Yeah. Potential. Okay, so let's just see. Before he pushed it, he looked at Simon, blushing at how Simon wore ears and made...
Why is Simon in a costume?
He's an actual dog.
Oh my god, that's why his tongue's out.
And he's got a towel, his tongue's out, he's got ears.
Mate, what? Why?
This means that Josh wants to fuck a dog.
Simon is a dog! No!
He leaned down and kissed him.
I don't think they're going to the
passionately.
cinema.
I am so glad you're mine. I love you.
Really?
Josh said, looking into Simon's eyes. Simon blushed and placed his right hand on Josh's cheek as he looked at him. I know, I love you too, he said, smiling. Josh positioned himself again and thrusted in hard.
How are you going to have that romantic moment and
no.
then just...
In it! I love you.
I love you.
Josh groaned as he pounded into him and felt Simon's arsehole getting tighter. God, you're getting tighter, Josh groaned as he thrusted at full speed. Simon couldn't give a response as he was busy moaning his heart out. Ah, ha, come on, Josh.
Why is he Miranda sing?
He's putting Miranda sings in this. Josh, without warning, shot his load in Simon and Simon shot his onto his own face.
Wait, he's a mess. He's really just like...
Josh pulled out and collapsed beside him as they were both catching their breath. Simon turned to face him and Josh chuckled. That was the best Valentine's present I could ask for. With this face, you're making me hard enough for round 2, Josh said, wiping some cum off of Simon's face with his thumb and licking it. How romantic.
Salty.
Okay, so that was the first look into some Minizerk fanfic. What do you think?
First look, only look.
Well, it could be a series.
I want some Freya fanfiction.
Oh, same! Make some Freya shit and we will fully react to that. That would be bounce. But yeah, thank you Loki Minter
For providing that.
Honestly, it's very interesting the way that you see Simon. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. It's what you wanted, so... But yeah, we also just filmed a video over on Talia's channel. It was a little bit more PG than this one.
PG.
So make sure you check that out and subscribe. I'll leave her links in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Oh my god. Yo, I can't
That just happened.